Hundreds of advocates for immigrants' rights converged in the CBD. That's where the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals heard oral arguments ahead of a landmark decision that could spare 5 million undocumented people in the country of the risk of being deported.
Well, the case is taking center stage here in New Orleans after a Texas judge in a lower court recently put a hold on President Barack Obama's executive order on immigration back in November. WDSC reporter Andy Cunningham is live outside the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals now with more on when a ruling is expected. Andy.
Hey there, Adriana. Well, New Orleans is pretty much serving as the backdrop to this case now, and it's expected the three-judge panel here will come to its decision within the next couple of weeks. The crowd outside the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals grew into the hundreds Friday as oral arguments inside took center stage after Louisiana and 25 other states convinced a lower court judge in Texas to block the president's executive order seeking to shield millions of immigrants from deportation.
The state of Texas is going to stand up, defend the Constitution, and defend the limits on what the president and the executive office can do.
Attorneys that argued in defense of the temporary hold imposed by that Texas judge spoke to reporters following the hearing.
And this is how it's supposed to work. The judicial process and the rule of law in our country allow us to come to court and solve these disputes. And it's for the court to resolve the legality of this program. Ultimately, it's for Congress to be able to set immigration policy in our country.
But supporters of the president's actions say the government is well within its rights to take this action.
We feel hopeful that judges will hear those arguments in a neutral fashion and with an eye to the law, rather than through an activist lens, because that's not the role of a federal judge.
Of the hundreds of demonstrators, there were dozens from New Orleans, like Mario Mendoza, who moved here shortly after Hurricane Katrina to help rebuild the Crescent City.
Quedar aquí en New Orleans. Ya todos mis hijos están acá. My children were born in this country, and I want to stay here, but it's very difficult because this is one of our last hopes. To give us the ability to really be able to stay.
Now, attorneys for the U.S. Justice Department did not make a comment following today's hearing, but again, a ruling is expected within the next couple of weeks. Reporting live on your side in the CBD, I'm Andy Cunningham. Back to you.
All right, Andy, and now if the president's executive action holds, it would not grant undocumented immigrants full citizenship, rather a path to becoming an American citizen.